Love Jones here. What's going on? What's up, black people?
My people.
All right, I'm going to just get straight to the point.
Y'all getting on my nerves. What y'all so happy for?
Because Biden and Kamala won. They ain't do nothing for you.
Not yet. So hold your applause.
First of all, I do not like politics. The Democrats always try to parade a black person in front of us as if this equates to them doing something special for us. We need a change. This is true. But usually when Democrats are in office, all I see is longer welfare lines.
These are facts.
I'll tell you right now, I will not be satisfied until we have something that we want in specific. You can't just show me something that looks good. Satan presents himself as an angel of light. In my opinion, and this is only in my opinion, both parties were absolutely the same to me. I know everybody likes to say Trump is a racist. Well, let me show you who you voted for.
We don't need any more nigger big shots. We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots.
It just looks like you enjoy saying that word.
We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots. We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots.
I learned a lot. And I learned that and Corn Pop was a bad dude.
I think the two-party system is good for the South and good for the Negro, good for the black in the South. Other than the fact that they still call me boy, I think they've changed their mind a little bit. If Haiti just quietly sunk into the Caribbean or rose up 300 feet, it wouldn't matter a whole lot. Is it because blacks are involved in Haiti?
It was old media that got him in trouble. Personal comments he made about another White House hopeful, Senator Barack Obama.
I mean, you got the first sort of mainstream African American who is articulate and bright and clean and a nice-looking guy. I mean, that's a storybook, man. Yeah.
He's going to let the big banks once again write their own rules.
Unchain Wall Street.
They're going to put you all back in chains.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
They don't have no.
I will say this. When he said the N-word, he was reading off a piece of paper as a court document. But everything else was said straight out of his mouth. Same people. Or maybe even worse. More calculated, definitely. See, we already had a beautiful black man and a beautiful black woman in there. And nothing changed for black people. Outside of there. White folks have mastered giving you something and taking something away at the same time. But enough about that. Let's talk about how they plan on issuing this vaccine and who they plan on issuing it to.
I'm not the biggest on vaccines personally, because the last time I got vaccinated, I got sick, and I was like, I'm not feeling that. So and mind you, I was young then, and I always am curious. I noticed that on most medications and stuff, they tell you what's in it, but they don't never tell you what's in the vaccine. Why?
Well, they do. I can tell you exactly what's in the vaccine. And by the way... Oh, you can? I will. But let me get back to when you said you took the vaccine and you got sick.
All right, we're not going to watch the whole thing, but I do want you to know that he never says what's in the vaccine.
Tiffany, you don't know me very well, but trust me on this one.
Okay.
When people usually get a flu vaccine during the flu season, and what happens is that they get the vaccine and they were already exposed to the flu 3 days ago. They wind up getting the flu and they say, it was the vaccine that gave me the flu. The vaccine cannot give you the flu. You can get the flu in the flu season when you're getting the vaccine. But let's get back to COVID-19. It's understandable that people can have some hesitancy about vaccines because not really fully understand how safe they really are. And the fact is, they don't go out on the market unless they've gone through some very extensive safety and efficacy trials. Having said that, you can't expect the people who are not trustworthy about vaccines to just believe everybody. I think particularly in the African American community, which over decades historically have suffered from being taken advantage of by medical community in testing. I mean, the infamous Tuskegee that no one will ever or should ever forget.
Yeah, no shit.
But the fact is, the reason we want to get good representation of minorities, particularly African American and Latinx and even Native Americans and Alaskan Americans and Pacific Americans, is to get them into the trials so that you could show in the trials that it is safe and it is effective in the minority communities. Because once you show that, then you could build up the confidence that we're not just testing it in other people and then trying to give it to you, or give it to you, but not give it to other people. You got to have a broad range of people that are represented in the clinical trials.
Now, I know y'all heard that, but let me play it again for the people in the back.
Of minorities, particularly African American and Latinx and even Native Americans.
So what you're saying is, we know you don't trust us testing things on you, so we want to build up your confidence by testing things on you.
Y'all must be out of y'all goddamn minds.
Of minorities, particularly African American and Latinx and even Native Americans.
Do not be alarmed. This is only for your information. It's only meant to inform you. This ain't no goddamn funeral home. This ain't no mortuary either. Welcome. Let me stop playing with y'all. Stay woke, y'all. Subscribe. Love Jones. I'm out. Peace.